day has barely dawned, my fellow early riser. Though we're hardly alone in that.
Oh, they're
Envious of
asleep in the
those still
background.
sleeping soundly, no doubt. Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
Children. Oh.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think.
Don't wanna think. Leave me alone. Ah.
And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
Miss Heidelin. Well, no, I meant more like, is she the goddess of light or?
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Heidelin has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield.
Oh, I can no longer die. No more live stream.
Sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Over here swaying to the fucking music.
Folks. Charlian's just over yonder.
Your peepers.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
Now, if only she was in the black robe, she would look like from the people from the one zone area. I think of what they're called. Fuck. Hmm.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
Well, yeah, you were sitting
Good
up.
morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Hello there, Big Russ.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen.
But we weren't asleep. Ah!
There she is. Good old Charlian.
Oh, I see it.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes. But we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian said. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Charlian proper.
Huh.
There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
I wish she had a cape. It would probably fit her more. Just a small cape. Just give her a small cape. Make me happy. Oh, there's the moon. Insert title. No, music, come back.
The solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands.
Where'd the shadows go, fam? There's no shadows.
How swiftly they
There's shadows
abandoned it
there.
once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
New zone, let's go.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
No. We
Hopefully
need
they
a
find
passport.
No cause to deny us.
Can you get our
Hasn't Charlian
cards
but
out?
severed relations with foreign powers?
Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May. Did someone say Tatsugi?
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration. Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
Oh my gosh.
We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
No.
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahatir of the Students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned
No,
to an
can you
Aeorzean
not
survey
right now,
team,
please?
but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Angry gremlin
Very
face.
I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
You line up that book.
Glows. That list is etherically linked with a citizen registry kept in the main repository.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
You have some twins and you have a silly Dragoon boy.
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny. And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
Yeah, they're not going to be messing around. What do you mean?
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation?
And it is a title well earned, I can assure you.
No.
An adventurer by trade is what your documentation indicates.
Oh.
No mention of this particular title. Self-appointed, I take it?
Well.
Either way, your employer seems willing to vouch for your character, so I shall, albeit reluctantly, grant you entry. Champion.
I should have done the first one. Fuck.
And you, sir?
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
If you'll allow me... My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
But we're all part of that organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Oh, this is giving me the feels of Final Fantasy X.
Kryl,
Fuck.
it is good to see you.
Shh.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
It's like, why do you have so many guardians? Well, they're all my friends. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
As your
It flip
mercenary,
horizontal, not
I
that
should
way.
hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.